The economy is collapsing. Corporations are crying. And Gen Z? We were told to just get a degree, work hard, and climb the corporate ladder. But plot twist. The ladder is on fire, the salary doesn't cover rent, and the only thing we're climbing is out of our student loan debt. Barely.
Misery Monday, I am a child and I want to work.
Oh my God.
4.3 million young people in the US alone are either unemployed or out of school. Over 100,000 more joined the NEET squad in the UK. Recruiters are begging us to come back. But guess what? We took one look at the job market and said, nah.
Gen Z, there's a very high likelihood this video is going to piss you off.
I'm so upset.
Trigger you. You may have your microaggression type of a moment. But for those of you that are higher Gen Zs, you're going to say, I agree with some of the stuff.
Boomers love to call us lazy. But let's talk about how corporate America fumbled the bag. They expect us to take out $100,000 in loans for a guaranteed future. But what they didn't mention is that future includes working 3 jobs just to afford groceries. These people worked a summer job and bought a house. We work a summer job and can barely afford a Starbucks venti. Welcome to the era of I'd rather be unemployed than underpaid.
Please subscribe.
All right, let's talk about the scam of the century. No, not crypto. No, not MLM. I'm talking about something way worse. The college industrial complex. For years, they told us the formula was simple. Get good grades, go to college, get a degree, instantly land a stable, high-paying job. But here we are, drowning in student debt, applying to 200 jobs, and getting ghosted harder than a bad Hinge date. Just work hard and you'll succeed. Bro, I majored in psychology and now I'm psychologically damaged from this job market. Meanwhile, plumbers, electricians, and HVAC techs are out here making 6 figures with 0 student loans. Make it make sense. The problem? Too many degrees, not enough jobs. Journalism degree? AI is taking over newsrooms. Art history? Unless you're painting the Mona Lisa 2.0, good luck. Business degree? Congratulations, here's a job at Starbucks. Now, before someone gets mad, yes, some degrees are valuable. Doctors, engineers, IT specialists, y'all are good. But let's be real. Colleges have been pumping out graduates for jobs that don't exist. We're not lazy. We're not entitled. We were sold a dream that expired in 2008. Colleges took our money, handed us a fancy piece of paper, and said, good luck out there, champ. Meanwhile, they're stacking billions in tuition fees while we're out here debating whether eggs are a luxury item. And the worst part, they knew this would happen. Colleges don't care if you get a job. They care that you paid tuition. Employers don't care if you have a degree. They care if you have experience, which, fun fact, you can't get without a job. And the government? Oh, they'll happily collect those student loan payments while pretending to care. So what's the solution? Are we all just doomed? Well, not exactly. But let's just say, Gen Z is cooking up a new strategy, and the system is not ready for it.
Gen Z is losing their job left and right. Career advisory platform Intelligence found that 60% of companies have fired their Gen Z employees just months after hiring them after graduation.
Some business leaders think that Gen Z is so ill-prepared to work full-time that they just won't hire them.
ResumeBuilder.com actually interviewed more than 1,300 managers. About 75% of them say Gen Z is just too hard to work with.
So, let's check in on corporate America. How are the billion-dollar companies handling Gen Z refusing to work for peanuts and pizza party raises? Breaking news. The economy is in shambles. Companies are begging for workers, and Gen Z has decided, nah, we're good. Recruiters are on their knees trying to hire people. But Gen Z is swiping left on job applications like it's Tinder.
I need you to work late this evening. Has something come up? We have a lot of work on our plate and it needs to get done. I can prioritize it first thing tomorrow morning. What happened to being a team player? We're like a family here. Family? Yes, so start treating me like it. Okay, so I'll need you to stay until 10 p.m. tonight. Nah, do it yourself. I've got to do. And if you ask me again to work late for free because we are consistently understaffed, then I'll block you because you're annoying me. Excuse me? Well, I'm bored of talking to you now. Toodaloo, sis.
When Gen Z does take jobs, we're not here to suffer in silence like past generations. Quiet quitting, doing the bare minimum and refusing to go above and beyond for no extra pay.
I recently learned about this term called quiet quitting, where you're not outright quitting your job, but you're quitting the idea of going above and beyond. You're still performing your duties, but you're no longer subscribing to the hustle culture mentality that work has to be your life. The reality is it's not, and your worth as a person is not defined by your labor.
Corporations hate this. They need workers who will clock in, shut up, and never ask questions. But Gen Z, we're built different. You want 5 years of experience for an entry-level job? Nah. You expect us to answer emails at 11 p.m.? Try again. You're like a family, but can't give us a cost of living raise? Block and report.
By the way, Susan, you told Sasha that we were a family yesterday and you fired her. I'm confused.
I didn't say that.
that.
And here's the funniest part. These same companies invested billions in AI to replace us. And guess what? AI is writing garbage content. AI is firing people. But now there's no one left to train it. AI can't fix a broken supply chain, handle customers, or do basic human tasks. So now they're begging Gen Z to return. And Gen Z is saying, pay us what we're worth or good luck.
I'm a Gen Z in corporate. Of course, I'm not going to that meeting that's during my lunchtime. Sorry, take it off the schedule. I'm a Gen Z in corporate. Of course, the screen is hitting the keyboard at 5 o'clock on the dot. Sorry. I'm a Gen Z in corporate. What do you mean? What is a mental health day? Figure it out, because I'm taking one a month. Sorry.
So what's next? Corporate America is on its knees, the economy is having a midlife crisis, and Gen Z is rewriting the entire game. Welcome to the workforce revolution.
Could you pay me in advance?
You're fired! Let's be real. Gen Z was never built for the suit and tie, cubicle-dwelling, 40-hour work week life. Remote work? We're keeping it. Freelancing? We're running the economy from our laptops. Multiple income streams? We got side hustles, main hustles, and passive income dreams. Millennials started the work-from-home revolution. Gen Z? We're finishing it. Companies demanding a return to the office? Get ready for record-breaking resignation letters. Bosses saying, we need to build company culture in person? Cool. Then pay for our gas, rent, and overpriced Starbucks addiction. If we can do the job from a laptop, why are we commuting 2 hours a day just to sit in a depressing office with bad coffee and pretend to be productive? If the Wi-Fi works, the work gets done. Period.
An employee only does what's required. It's called quiet quitting. No, it's called doing your job. If I'm supposed to go above and beyond, then so should my pay.
The idea of a stable 40-year career at one company? Yeah, that dream died with Blockbuster. Now, Gen Z is freelancing, contracting, and hustling. Tech workers, jumping from job to job, handing bigger checks. Content creators, making 6 figures from their bedrooms. E-commerce kings and queens, selling aesthetic water bottles and AI-generated art on Etsy. Why work for a boss when you can be your own? And if companies won't pay us fairly, we'll just leave.
Bye.
Quiet quitting, a temporary pandemic hangover, byproduct of low unemployment, or a long-term thing?
You know, Shep, the economy's changing. Obviously, we're going into a whole new metric where some people work at home, some people work at distance, some people go back to the office. Now, some ideas are bad ideas, and some ideas are stupid ideas, but very rarely can you combine both. And that's what we have here. This is the dumbest idea I've ever heard in launching a career.
The type of boss to call you sweetheart during a performance review while adjusting his belt.
Who let the dogs out?
We're in the final stage of the Gen Z versus corporate America war. The next 5 years are make or break. Either companies adapt or Gen Z dips. Fully. No 2 weeks notice, no farewell Slack message, just ghosted like a toxic ex-boss deserves. And here's the thing, this isn't just some cute little quiet quitting trend. This is genetic. Our ancestors fought wild animals, famines, plagues, colonizers, the Black Plague, Facebook. You think we're gonna get taken out by Greg from HR and his unpaid internship scheme? Nah. We've got the human survival patch built into our DNA. We pivot, we evolve, we otaku now. Yeah, I said it. If corporate America won't give us purpose, we'll build it in anime forums, side hustles, and Discord servers at 2 a.m. We're not trying to inherit broken systems, we're trying to replace them, not upgrade Windows 95. We're switching to a whole new OS. So keep calling our degrees worthless. Keep your performative wellness workshops. We'll be over here, building empires out of fandoms, side gigs, and chaotic energy. Welcome to the Gen Z rebellion. Adapt or be left behind, Grandpa.